everyone, welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda. In today's video, we're going to be overwintering a pepper plant. But first, I want to show you all how my Growfriend is progressing. I haven't given you an update on the Growfriend in a moment, and so I wanted to let you see how it is doing. I planted some bolero carrots in this Growfriend, and this is what they are looking like now. So I am very excited about the way that this Growfriend has grown my bolero carrots. They have all germinated and they have their true leaves on them now. So what I'm going to do, since the Growfriend has got us off to a great start, and that is what it is supposed to do. It gets your plants and gets your seedlings off to a great start. I'm going to sit it on the grow station, let it continue to grow, and then once it's strong enough, I'll start acclimating it to the outside. So y'all, let's go outside and start this pepper plant that we're going to be overwintering. I did not realize how cool and windy it was when I came out. And I went into the chicken coop and was feeding the chickens, and I came back out and my tripod was laying over on the ground. The wind had knocked it over. But I gave them some food. I'm about to give them some water, and I'm going to let the chickens free range today while I overwinter some peppers. When you get ready to overwinter a pepper, one thing you want to think about is which one of these peppers is it that I really want to keep and have early in the season. Because if you go ahead and overwinter a pepper, you'll be able to start getting peppers off of this pepper earlier in the spring than you usually would, because sometimes it can take peppers a long time to get started in the season. So this way, if you go ahead and overwinter your pepper, then you'll be harvesting off of that one, before most of the other peppers are ready in the garden. So the one that I had decided is my Lesya pepper. But as I came over here and started looking at this plant, y'all, this plant is loaded with peppers that I would love to have ripened on this plant instead of going ahead and harvest them right now, which I do harvest them green, but I really was trying to get these to turn red. You can see that the plant is loaded with peppers. There are quite a few peppers on this plant, but I am still thinking about going ahead and pulling this plant up. Now this is the one that I am, I'm fond of all of my peppers out here. I should have already made the decision. I did make the decision, but after I saw all the peppers that are on the plant, I kind of changed my mind. So I think this is the only Lesya pepper plant that I have in the garden. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do it. We're going to go ahead and harvest this Lesya. We're going to go ahead and overwinter it. We'll go ahead and dig this plant up. Go ahead and leave as much of your soil, because you're not going to be needing this soil. but you want to be kind of gentle with this root ball. I'm just going to knock some of this soil off into the bed. Okay, so this is what my plant is looking like now. See these peppers on here? There are a lot of peppers on there. All of those are going to have to be harvested now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take this plant, and this is a plant that we're going to be overwintering, this Lesya pepper. Okay, the first thing I want to do is to go ahead and harvest my Lesya peppers off of this plant. I'm going to sit it inside this bucket and go ahead and remove. I thought there was something coming out of there, y'all. I was just going to say now, there's something going to be coming out this plant. I had to pull this plant out. Oh yeah, I walked around with stuff before that had, you know, a nest or something on it, so you have to be careful. You have to check it, because I really did not check this plant when I pulled it up. You have to check it, but I thought something was coming out of this plant. I thought it was a wasp, but it was just a brown leaf. Okay, so now I got my, see, make sure I got them all. I got my peppers off. May as well get that little bitty one too. So this is my Lesya pepper harvest. Y'all, those are some delicious peppers. If you have not grown that Lesya pepper, delicious. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do now is I am going to, I could go and pull all, it's got a lot of flowers on it. I could go and just try to take all these leaves off, but I'm going to take the shortcut because there are many ways to do this, but there are certain steps that you do need to take to make sure that you be able to get this pepper to overwinter. And so one thing that you want to do is you want to remove all of the soil. And the main reason for that is to make sure that you're not taking any of the pests inside. So go ahead and remove all of the soil from your root ball. So things you want to make sure that you do when you get ready to overwinter your peppers, make sure that you have a clean container that you're going to be up-potting them in. And so I have a container here, and you can wash it with soap. This one's just been sitting this season. If you got some antibacterial soap, you can wash it with that. Mine is good and clean. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove some of these, go ahead and remove some of the soil from this root ball. Just giving it a good spray with my hose. And shaking off that excess soil. This is going to keep you from bringing a lot of pests inside with you. In case you're putting this inside your house or in your garage, because those pests will move from your garage inside your house during the winter months. And if you bring them close to the house during the winter, that's just going to make it easier for them to get inside the house if you bringing them to the garage. So now I've gotten my root ball pretty clean. Next thing is you want to make sure that you have some soil that is fresh. Pretty fresh. Mine is pretty fresh. It's best if you can get a potting mix that has not been opened. This potting mix has been opened. It hasn't been open that long, so hopefully it is not loaded. It doesn't take long because you can buy soils already, you know, that you can buy soils that already have pests in it. So if you want to go ahead and sterilize your soil, then that's fine. I'm not going to do all that. I'm just going to put some soil into this container. Okay, I just poured some soil into this pot. I'm going to make me a little well in here where I'm going to be nesting my plant. I'm going to be nesting this plant here while I am still cleaning it up, because this is not how we're going to leave the plant. Last season, I did leave my, I had bell peppers that I overwintered, and I left those plants inside of the garage, and I left the leaves and everything on it, and I just potted it up the way that I up-pot, you know, the way I up-pot any plant. I up-potted it, it had the flowers on it, had some fruit on it, And during the winter months, I was still able to harvest off of it. But that is not the recommended way to do it if you want to overwinter this plant. Because you're not trying to work this plant throughout the season. This plant is, you like putting this plant into dormancy. So that this plant will be able to, in the spring, come back and do what it needs to do and start putting fruit out for you. Well, last season, after I bought the plants out, they died when I put them out. So I had blamed it on the fact that maybe I bought them out too early. I don't know if that was the case now. I could have just not have allowed them to go into dormancy. And these pepper plants are perennial plants. And so perennial plants are going to need to go into a dormancy. And this is what I'm about to do to this plant now. I'm about to send it into dormancy. And the way that I'm going to do it is I am going to, you could just take all of these leaves and start plucking them off. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this back. And where I'm cutting it back to is what I call like the Y. I like to try to make a Y. So this is going to be somewhat of a Y. I could make a Y and I could remove this. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take these leaves off. But this is the way, I'm going to take all the leaves. You need to take all the leaves off. And this is the way that I'm going to leave this plant. And this may look pretty harsh. It felt pretty harsh to do it. But I am going to, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to pot this plant. I think I'm going to put some more soil in it first before I pot it. Because it's kind of low. Okay, I brought the soil level up. Okay, so now that I brought this soil level up, I'm going to place this plant, and I'm going to just spread these roots out in here, and place this plant in this soil. And this plant is going into dormancy. But it's going to be inside because if it's protected from the cold and the frost and ice and those very low temperatures, then it will survive the winter. So now I'm just going to go ahead and backfill it and fill it up. And this can go on my compost. I'm just placing some soil around this root ball. This soil is moist. So you're going to put this in your garage or inside your house. You can put some vermiculite on top, and that's going to help to keep those fungus gnats down. I will be putting some vermiculite on. I'm going to take this into the garage, put it on the saucer where I can keep an eye on it this winter. Okay, so I'm in the garage, and this is where I'm going to be keeping my pepper plant. Right here where I can see it every day. And so I am excited about overwintering this Lesya plant and having you all come along with me. I'm going to go ahead and put these pepper leaves on the compost pile because the chickens don't need to get a hold of these. They can eat the peppers, but they don't need to eat the leaves of the peppers, same as the tomatoes. Okay, now we can go inside because I'm going to finish a project that I've been working on. You know how it is when you have guests and someone ends up not having a comfortable place to sleep. I'm trying to remedy that by creating a small nook in my home that I can use as a guest area. And so that is what I am doing inside. And so let's go inside and check it out. Okay, you all always keep your box that your product came in until you make sure that this product is going to work for you, because if it does not, you want to have this box and have it where you can ship it back to wherever you got it from if it does not work. So I have the box the original boxes, and I have all of the padding that came with it. I'm going to just put it in this box. I'm going to set it aside till I get this product put up and make sure that it's going to work. Because it is said this bed is supposed to be able to hold, this bed frame is supposed to be able to hold 3,000 pounds. So I don't think we'll be putting 3,000 pounds on it, but I want it to do what it says it will do, and I want it to be sturdy and be able to, you know, where if a couple people need to sleep on it. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put it together, and I got the parts over here. I got my instruction manual, and so that is what I'm going to do next, is I'm going to go through and make sure that I have all of my pieces. Okay, so I have laid everything out, and I have them in alphabetical order, and I'm glad that they put them in order like that. You know, they labeled them in with alphabets, and so they are in alphabetical order laid out here, and I have them in, you know, if it's supposed to be 1 or 2, so I've checked and everything is here. And they had it very well packaged, and I'm very happy about that, because sometimes, you know, you get bad packaging, and that kind of, it makes it more confusing. So this was very easy. And then they got all of the screws and your tools that you're going to need. They're also labeled with letters of the alphabet, and all of them were, you know, there because they are in this package. Sometimes you get them and they are all in a plastic bag, and just, you know, it makes it confusing. So so far I am very pleased with this product. So now let's go ahead and start putting it together. Okay, y'all, the bed frame is finished. It is put together, and it was pretty simple to put together. It said do not tighten the screws until till everything is in place. And that's what it usually tells you on items when you're putting them together like this, where all the parts need to fit. So right here, I did not finish putting these down, because I'm going to go back, I'm going to tighten these screws, and then we're going to come back and we're going to put the mattress on. Okay, y'all, I want to show y'all, this is how the mattress that I purchased came. It is rolled up. It was in a box, and it is rolled up, and it is just awesome, because you can just take them straight out of the box, put them up, and in 48 to 72 hours, they should have inflated to their full size. And so this is a full size mattress that I will be using on this bed frame. Okay, now this is what the mattress looks like once it's on. Now this mattress is a very, it is a firm mattress. And that is what I love about these mattresses. You do not have to worry about getting someone to bring you a mattress anymore. You know, years ago, it used to take a truck and 2 people to bring a mattress to your home. And now you can just get your mattress delivered on a UVS truck. I think it's awesome. And the mattresses are good mattresses. We have several of these mattresses in our home like this. There are different brands, but all of them are basically, to me, you know, they're very similar. I can't say that they're the same because like this brand here, I've never slept on one like this, but I just wanted to show it to you all before I go ahead and put the covers on. And this is going to make a perfect guest area. We want to try to make a guest as comfortable as possible. So the way that I have decided to do it, just to make sure that they have a comfortable bed to sleep on. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the covers on. Okay, y'all, the guest space is finished. You can see that I have a screen put up where there will be privacy for the guests if other people are in the area. And so it is going to be a nice little place for a guest to feel comfortable in our home while they are visiting with us. And this is what it ends up looking like. There is a full-size bed behind this screen that you really would not notice. It does not take away from the area at all. It's just going to be a cozy space for a guest, and I'm excited about having it because you always want someone when they're visiting your home to feel comfortable. And some things that's going to make them feel comfortable is to have good food and to have a comfortable place to sleep. And so I think that we have accomplished that goal right here today. I'm very pleased with how this turned out. It was very inexpensive. I will put the things that I purchased in this room in the description box. I'm pleased with the way that the screen turned out, although it was a little harder to put together than you would think, you know, by it being, you know, it just looks so simple, but it was a little harder to put together. But I'm pleased with the screen. I am pleased with the bed and the mattress. The comforter set I purchased on Amazon was not expensive at all. I'm okay with the comforter set also. It's not, I don't like microfiber, and microfiber just will slide right off your bed. This is cotton, and I like the way that it looks. It has some pillow shams. I did not purchase enough pillows, so I will be getting 2 more pillows to go on this bed with those pillow shams. And but I am going to put everything in the description box that I did purchase for this area. So I hope that you all have enjoyed this video and that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And go ahead and hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.